Hi guys, welcome back to Spelling and Word Study. My name is Mrs. Rhoades and I'm here to get you started on Unit 6, CK. Please take a second to gather your materials. You should have your orange book open to page 41. You will also need some colorful writing utensils. Remember, whatever I mark up on the board, you should be marking on your page. Please save room for your key. If you don't have space here, go ahead and write your key on another sheet of paper or a sticky note. If at any point I'm going too fast, please pause the video and catch up. All right, so for the last 5 weeks, we reviewed our 5 short vowels and their sounds. A says a, E says eh, I says I, O says ah, U says ah. All right. This week you're going to see all those vowels scrambled together. But what I want you to notice is that after each of those vowels, we have the CK digraph. You guys remember what a digraph is, right? Whenever you take 2 letters and you put them together to make a new sound, that's a digraph. So SH says sh, TH says f, and CK says k, not k, k. We don't make the C and the K sound separately. We put them together to make one sound. Now you probably learned in 1st grade and 2nd grade that CK only shows up after a short vowel, never ever at the beginning of a word. In fact, you only find CK at the end of a syllable or the end of a word. So we're going to notice that today, okay? Let's start by reading our list. Repeat after me. Bucket, buckle, chuckle, crackle, freckles, hockey, jacket, jockey, nickel, pickle, pocket, rocket, socket, tackle, and ticket. All right, just as we've done in previous weeks, we are going to take our 2-syllable words and slice them into syllables, starting with bucket. Now, in the past, I told you to slice those syllables between 2 consonants, right? But you wouldn't do that here because CK is a digraph. We have to keep those letters together. So just like you would never slash between the S and an H in a sh word, you're not going to slice between C and K. So after the CK in bucket, after the CK in buckle, after the CK in chuckle, are you noticing a pattern here? All right, so go through your list and slice every word after the CK. Great. Okay, over here, green vertical line equals syllable break. Okay. Now, I want to prove to you that CK only shows up at the end of a syllable and only after a short vowel. So, let's choose another color, and I want you to put a box around the UCK in buckle, because I want you to see that uck chunk. There it is again. I'm sorry, that was bucket. Now we're doing it again in buckle, again in chuckle, and that's it. So pink box equals UCK. All right, choose another color. Put a box around the ACK in crackle, the ACK in jacket, and the ACK in tackle. Purple box equals ACK. Next color, put a box around the ECK in freckles. I guess that's it. All right, take your next color, put it around the OCK in hockey, the OCK in jockey, the OCK in pocket, rocket, and socket. All right, last but not least, we have one more vowel left. So let's find the ICK in nickel, pickle, and ticket. All right, so check it out. All of our words have either uck, ack, ek, ak, or ick. Those are the only sounds that will ever be used with CK. Notice that CK in every single word is at the end of a syllable, okay? So once you know that, I think the first part of these words will be pretty easy for you. But here's where the new learning comes in. We have some new syllable types, some new endings. So that LE, you've seen a bunch already. Buckle, chuckle, crackle, pickle, tackle. You're not going to have any trouble with that. But take a look at nickel. I want you to put a little star next to that because we have a new ending here. That EL, right? EL says ul. But this is weird about our language, right? Pickle uses LE. Nickel, almost exactly the same word, uses EL. So we have to watch out for that, okay? You'll see a lot more of that next year. Okay, another ending that's new for you is this ET. Bucket, jacket, pocket, rocket, socket, and ticket. You're going to be tempted to spell that with an IT, right? Train your brain. It has to be ET. Okay? And then, this isn't new. You've already seen this in the word money a couple weeks ago, but in hockey and jockey, instead of Y by itself, we have an EY ending. All right, so those are the tricky parts of this spelling. What I want to do now is talk to you quickly about prefixes, because when you get to page page 43, you're going to practice the prefix un. So if you think back over the past few weeks, we learned the prefix miss. Miss means wrong, right? If you misspell something, it means you spell it wrong. If you mispronounce something, you pronounce it wrong. We also learned the prefix non, which means not. So non-fat milk does not have fat in it. A non-fiction book is not a made-up story. It's not fiction. Okay, so our new prefix this week is un. Un means not or the opposite of. So I can buckle my seatbelt when I get into the car, But then when I get out of the car, I have to do the opposite. I have to unbuckle, okay? So when we have a verb, an action word, un means do the opposite. So you can zip up your coat, you can unzip your coat. You can wrap a gift, you can unwrap a gift. So un means opposite. But when you see it in front of a describing word, it means not, okay? So you can be lucky or you can be unlucky. Okay, I have a couple more examples. You can be happy, you can be unhappy. So just keep that in mind when you do page 43. Depending on what kind of word you're adding un to, if it's a verb, you're changing it to do the opposite of. And if it's a describing word, an adjective, you're changing it to mean the opposite, so not. Okay. All right, let's quickly talk about vocab. So we know what a bucket is. It's kind of like a pail, right? Like a bucket of water. Buckle, when you snap and you buckle your belt or your seatbelt. Chuckle means laugh. Okay, so your baby sister does something cute, you kind of chuckle, haha, she's so cute. Crackle, think about logs on a campfire, that nice sound they make is crackling. Freckles, little dots that people have on their skin, sometimes they become more pronounced in the summer because the sun makes the freckles show up more. Hockey is a sport that you play with a hockey stick and a puck. You play it on the ice, right? And you try to score a goal. A jacket, something you wear when it's chilly. A jockey is a person who rides a horse in a race. So I grew up near Saratoga. We used to go to the races. We would watch the horses run around the track, and then after we would see the jockeys, the guys, the men and the women who rode the horses, they would walk around with their horses. Nickel, how much is that worth? 5 cents. Pickle, that's made from cucumbers. If you pick cucumbers from your garden and then you mix them with vinegar and spices and put them in a jar, you can make your own pickles. Pocket, you know, rocket, something that shoots out into space. A socket is a hollowed out space. So for instance, this is my eye, it's tucked into my eye socket. These are my sockets. This is my shoulder socket. My shoulder bone goes into that opening. When I plug things into an outlet, that outlet is also known as a socket. So just keep that in mind. We could be talking about an outlet, right? An opening where we plug things in, or we could be talking about our eye sockets, an opening that our eye fits in. To tackle somebody means to jump on them, right? So in football, we try to tackle our opponent before they can score. And then tickets, you know that they can be good or bad, right? You buy a ticket to the movies or a ticket to a show, that's a good thing. If you drive too fast and you get a speeding ticket, that's a bad thing. But they both started out as little pieces of paper that somebody gives you. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.